Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. Whose channel is that? That's Fearsome Beaver's channel. I really don't like intros. You know, I could be all like, "Hey everybody, it's Fearsome Beaver here, and welcome to my Battlefield 3 team deathmatch. I don't know what I'm playing, I can't remember, and Caspian border, and I'm about to deploy, and I go really good, and I hate using the ACOG, and I'm using it right here, and I don't know. I don't know. It's just not my thing. I'm pretty, I guess, laid back. A lot of people say I have a laid back approach to my commentaries and such, and I guess that's probably it. Part of it's shyness, part of it's just how I roll. I'm not, and I guess it's kind of along the way, kind of who I watch in my own videos. I don't watch a lot of people who run their channels like DJs. That's the closest I can think of. They sound like they're on a radio show and trying to sell me like some magic pill that'll make my hair grow and give me magic powers or something. It's a game video. I really just I don't know. They say nowadays, it's not about the gameplay anymore. It's about the personalities. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. And maybe it is. I guess it is. I guess I do watch a lot of people based on their personalities, but I think I watch them because they're being who they are. I know some of my favorite YouTubers, who you're all familiar with if you're subbed to my channel, because I talk about them a lot and I play with them, and that's Chomby and Akari and Jolly Ghost Poop and Witchkins and Viper, Ando, Josh, and Squid. I guess the reason, and there's more, and if I got anybody, I apologize. Don't take it personally. I'm kind of I'm on a lot of Sudafed right now, and quite tired, even though I've taken 2 naps today, which is crazy. But anyway, this is my personality. I tend to not be able to stay focused on one subject at a time. Reason I like them is because they just... Oh, that guy totally owned me. I like... their personality comes through in their videos. Chomby in a video is Chomby talking to him on Skype. Akari that's Akari. I think with the amount of time I've spent playing with Akari is Akari. What you see in his game reflections or his level replays or him and me playing Grand Prix, that's Akari. He doesn't put on a show. He might script some stuff in his game reflections, because that's a lot to talk about and a lot to do, but you can tell that's his personality. Oliver is Oliver. And same for everybody else. And those are the types of personalities I like. I like Sea Nanners. I'm a big Sea Nanners fan. I've been watching Sea Nanners for 2 years. I've been a sub of his for over 2 years. And it's because there's no frills. He doesn't do... I've been watching his... I haven't watched him in a while, and I've kind of gotten back into him. And when in between naps today, laying in bed with a massive headache, I've been catching up on his go in his playlist. He has a DayZ, and he's got a 26-part DayZ playlist where he plays with I think Jared and Mark, and at least the ones I've watched. I'm only through, I think, number 14. There's no intros. There's no, "Hey, this is Sea Nanners. This is, some big tagline." Not that all taglines are bad. But I'm just saying he just the video starts and it's just him playing, and he's with his friends, and it's his personality, and it's him just talking with his friends but being recorded, and that's fun for me. I enjoy watching that. I can't think of anybody offhand that I have an aversion to that does that, but there are people out there. Probably because I don't know who they are. It's probably because I've watched one video of theirs. I didn't like the whole used car salesman or radio DJ bit, and it comes off to me as fake, and just doesn't entertain me. But other people like that, and that's fine. That's what's great about YouTube. You can find commentators that you like, and you should show them your support, regardless of whether if anybody else likes them or not, and just have fun with it. I mean, that's the whole point. I'm not trying to bash any other commentators out there. I'm just stating what I like, and I don't know why. Probably because I did that fake intro. I don't know. Whatever. I'm off on a tangent, and I have no point. Sudafed gives me terrible dry mouth, so excuse me for drinking. So the point of this video, one, because this wasn't an embarrassing game of Battlefield 3 for me. I'm not very good at this game, but I do enjoy it. I actually was tweeting somebody about this tonight, that this game doesn't make me rage. I never get mad at this game, and I'm not very good at this game, but I think it's because I know I'm not very good at this game that it doesn't bother me. Like, I know I'm not bad at Call of Duty, so when I do bad, I kind of rage, and it kind of annoys me, and I kind of dislike it. But this game's always just been kind of fun. I don't play it a lot. I have this week. I've put in... I've played it a lot when I should have been doing other things, video-wise and everything. I've just been putting this in and playing. So that's why I put it up, and I needed something to talk about. There, see, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess this is an update video. Things are going to maybe slow down a bit for a very short period of time, and I wanted to talk about that. And hopefully I've left myself enough time to do that. As some of you know, some of you don't, I am in the process of building my first computer, my first PC. It's an interesting thing. If you follow me on Twitter, you've watched me for the last probably 3 weeks go through so many different builds and so many different ideas on what to build, and AMD versus Intel, and which graphic card to get. Do I get a GTX 650 Ti boost, or do I get the 7850 2GB? You know, what do I do? I don't know what I want to do. But I had a very strict budget. My budget consists of what I'm going to be able to sell my current laptop for, and something else that I have that I don't use anymore, an old laptop. Which I don't expect to get much, but maybe enough to buy my monitor or something. But so I was on a strict budget. This wasn't going to be a beastly game computer. This was just going to be something that I'm not too thrilled with the next generation. I'm definitely not thrilled with Xbox One. You can hate me for that if that's the kind of person you are. But everything they say makes me take a step back, which is a shame, because right now, if I could only have an Xbox or PS3, it's no question I'd take my Xbox 100 out of 100 times. I love my Xbox, but right now the PS4 is in the lead for next gen, and I'll worry about that when the time comes. But I decided I wanted to go more PC. Starting now, and then maybe next generation, probably more PC. So I wanted a better PC. I'm just on, which I love. My laptop's great. I mean, it's done its job. But now I want something, serious. So I started out looking. So it's a very budget build. It's a $600. It turned into a $645 build. But through some extra legwork on my part, I think I got it down to $550, which I think what I'm building for $550 is quite impressive. And I searched long and hard for better deals than Parts Picker would show. Especially luckily living very close to a Micro Center, and they have very good bundles on their mobile motherboards and processors. So let me go through what I have, just so you can tell. You can tell me I'm an idiot, you can complain, but I'll tell you what the main components are, and then I'll tell you why I chose them. I went with AMD at the last minute, interestingly enough. I was at Intel for a minute, for most of the time, and then right toward the end, before I started making the purchases, I went AMD, and I got an FX 6300 Black with a MSI, don't know the name, I'm not going to look back there, but an MSI board. I can overclock if I ever feel the need to. The board's suited for it, and obviously the AMD 6300 FX can be overclocked. It's 6-core, which is probably the main reason I went that way, which I'll explain to you in a minute. Let's see, I got a Corsair CX500 power supply. I got a an NXZT 210 Elite case, which I actually really like. It's not that bad. I've been playing around in it. I have a 500 gigabyte Caviar Blue hard drive. I already had a 1 terabyte external, so 500 was going to be fine. And optical drive, nothing big there, just a cheap optical drive. And I don't know what the RAM is yet. The RAM is coming from one of my subscribers and friends, Witchkins. Go see her channel. Go watch her. She does horror stuff, and she's just starting her series on Fatal Frame, which is a great old PS2 game, and you should watch it because it's really creepy. It's probably one of the only games that totally creeps me out still, and I was watching part 1, and it was giving me kind of I don't want to say heebie-jeebies, but that game always gave me chills, and it's fun. So you should. I'm going to put the link in the description. Go watch it. Check it out. Subscribe to her. Seriously, she's awesome, and not just because she's giving me RAM. And there's going to probably be something really cool in the package as well. That if you follow on Twitter, you'll know what that probably is. But anyway, so I don't know what the RAM is, but she's got a pretty decent computer, and she didn't need it, so I'm sure it's going to be good. And I think it's a Corsair XM8 or XMS or something like that. 8 gigabyte is what I'm going for. And graphics, I chose the 7850 2 gigabyte. Reason being for all that is, one, I want to play games. Now, do I need to play everything on Ultra? No, I do not. I don't feel the need. That doesn't matter. Medium, high, with a very good FPS is what I want, and I should be able to get this with that. The main game I'm probably going to get right off the bat is Battlefield 3, because all of those guys play it, and I'm tired of sitting on my 360 not having any fun. So I'll probably be posting a lot of BF3 videos pretty soon from the PC. It should play that from everything I've read, videos I've seen with that setup, with that processor and video card setup. It should run BF3 pretty well on high and maybe even ultra from what I've seen. I think I saw one guy, he had it, he didn't overclock, and he was running like 45 frames on ultra and like 60 plus on high, so that's going to be just fine. So that's the other thing. And the other main reason is, interestingly enough, is just I need the extra cores for rendering these, and also being able to play while I'm rendering. I had a pretty decent Binding of Isaac run last night, for any of you that watch my binding runs. I'm not very good at it, but I had, for noob standards, a really good run, but I wasn't recording because I was rendering, and I could barely play the game as it was on my i5 dual core. I just couldn't do it, and the i5 3570K was just too much out of my budget. I couldn't make it happen. So I am giving up a little on performance gaming wise, but I'm gaining a lot more with the 6 cores for my rendering and being able to record and render and do all this stuff at the same time. And it'll help I lose a lot of frames by if you watch my latest DayZ video. The first one with Viper and Jolly, You'll hear me say I'm running at 15 frames, and that's because I'm recording, and that should be fixed as well. One, it's going to run the game better, and two, it will, with the extra cores and everything, I'll be able to run DX Story and not lose a ton of frames like I do. So that's where I'll be. I'm going to try to get as much stuff uploaded and ready to go, but there might be a week there where I'm not putting anything up, and that is why. And then I will get video out as soon as I get it done. I'll probably live tweet my build, and maybe I'll even record my build. That should be good for a laugh. So I just wanted to update you all on that and just talk about some random stuff, and there you go. So hope you had fun watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.